All right, we are recorded.
All right, welcome guys. I am so excited to be doing this call with Danielle today. Just so you know, we had a little bit of technical difficulties. I have no Wi-Fi, so I'm like using the hotspot on my husband's phone, and so far it's working well, but if for some reason it doesn't, I'm just gonna hop back on my phone. But anyway, I have a few notes here, so you might see me glance down from time to time. My name's Melissa, for those of you who don't know me. I'm excited to be doing this call with Danielle's team as well. Summit is coming up, so if I haven't met you yet, I am looking forward to seeing you at Summit. If you haven't bought your ticket yet for Summit, it's not too late. And I know a lot of you guys are staying at the same hotel as we are, so hopefully we can meet up, say hi, get to know each other. If you're new to the team, Summit is one of our biggest events. It's a great time to meet all of the other coaches on your team, bond with each other, do all these fun group workouts, learn from other coaches. So it's just a lot of fun and a great experience. So if you're kind of on the fence about getting there, I promise you won't regret it. Post in the team page, look for a buddy to bunk up with, share a room. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Did you want to add anything to Summit, Danielle? No. Okay. So also, Morning Meltdown is coming out. Christina did a great call with Jericho, and I wanted to tell you guys that now is the time to be talking about it, not when the program launches. So you want to be sprinkling in bits and pieces of the workout, dropping hints here and there. You can share them on your stories. Talk about all the different aspects of it. We're also going to be opening what's called a Snoop group, which is basically an informational kind of group where you can just add your prospects to the group and they can learn about the program. So that should be opening soon. Keep an eye out for that. Once it's open, we'll be doing that as a team. Danielle will be doing that for her team. I'll be doing it for our team. And once that's open, you can start inviting people to that. Say, hey, do you want to learn a little bit more? Take the pressure off of explaining it all because it'll be all right there in the group. So then when it launches, you can send them the link and they can get started with that. Did you want to add anything to that? No? I'm going to keep asking you. Do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, the new program is definitely a huge opportunity, and you guys are going to see this through our call as we really get into income, maximizing it, and all of that. But with a new program means opportunity and income and a way to grow your business. I know for every program launch, I have literally grown my income. It has helped give me a boost. It has gave me momentum to help new people. So even if you think, oh, that looks too hard or too intense, trust me, there is someone out there that needs it. There's going to be a modifier. Dig in. And I know there's a lot of info. I posted about promo codes. Just start FAQing all the information and get acquainted with it. And eventually you will become a pro enough to share about it and just, educate people on it. So that's all I got about that.
Yes. And also past customers, like not just new people, but all of your other old customers, they like to continue doing all these different kinds of workouts. And they're really the ones that are like their Beachbody's biggest fans. So don't forget about them as well. So that leads us into our call today. We're going to be talking about volume. And for some of you guys, maybe you've heard of volume before, maybe you haven't, but when you first get into this business, the majority of your income comes from commission, right? It's from selling those challenge packs and products. But as you grow, the idea is not to work harder. It's to work the same, because I've been doing this for 5 years now, and I've replaced my income as a teacher, and then, but it's not because I'm working harder. I'm doing the same thing I did way back then, but my team has grown. So it's the volume that I'm earning from underneath me that is making my income grow. So I'm working a few hours a day, every single day consistently, right? I'm putting in the work still, but in the beginning, you're going to see that commission coming through. That's what's going to get you started. And then eventually your goal should be to grow your volume. So today we're going to be sharing some different ways that you can grow your volume. And I just want to say that, like, there's not one way to grow your business. There's multiple ways, and this is just another way. So I'm going to go ahead. I keep looking down at my notes because I don't want to forget anything. But before I go into this, I want to talk about Emerald, because I'm going to be talking about how to build this if you're an Emerald coach. So an Emerald coach basically means that you have 2 coaches underneath you. Christina Delgado in the Diesel Nation Rising group. I'm going to do a share screen. She has weekly calls. She just had one, I think, yesterday on what is an Emerald coach. So if you haven't ever been on one, hop on one. She explains how to get to Emerald. It's basically what you see right now. You have a coach on your left and you have a coach on your right. When I first started, the first person who I signed up was my husband. And if you're going to do this, if you're like, okay, I'm ready, I want to become Emerald, make sure you reach out to your coach first and ask them, where do I place them, okay? Everyone has different strategies, so at least your coach can look at your downline and tell you what's the best scenario for you. So it's basically 2 coaches, one on your left and then one on your right. So we're going to talk about 2 different strategies on how to build your business if you are Emerald, and even if you're not Emerald, you can still do this until you get to Emerald. And Danielle, if you want to interrupt me at any time, just go ahead and interrupt me, okay? All right, so I'm going to pull up some slides here. Okay, so volume is basically what you earn from selling products underneath you and from what your team is creating underneath you. If you can see the screen, can you show me a thumbs up? Yes? Okay, good. I don't know if like all these little pictures are in the way, but sorry guys, I feel like my screen is so cluttered. So there's basically 2 kinds of volume. There's personal volume, which is PV, and there's team volume, which is TV. Personal volume comes from what you buy yourself. So let's say you order Shakeology and Energize and Beach Bars every month. That is your personal volume. If you sell something to a customer, like a challenge back, that is also your TV. Now, TV comes from what the people underneath you sell. So in my case, it says internet connection unstable. I hope it's working. In my case, it's I have a second business center, and once you become 2-star, you can open that underneath you. But guess what? If you're not 2-star, you can be Emerald and have your husband's account where you can put orders through, and that volume from your husband trickles up to you, and that is your team volume because he's underneath you, right? He's part of your team. And then everyone else underneath you that sells anything or orders anything goes towards your team volume. All right, so let me go down to the next slide. So why is personal volume important? Personal volume is what you need to just stay active, okay? So if you're an Emerald coach or a regular coach or at any rate, you need a certain amount of PV. That means you need to order something to stay active. So these are some things that you can order to stay active. Shakeology, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are drinking. What are the challenge packs that you can buy as a coach? Completion packs, all these different things you see here. And that's the amount of PV you get for each one of them. Today, I'm really going to focus on both of these, PV and TV. And then Danielle's going to even go into what your goals should be. Like, okay, I'm going to focus on this. She's going to tell you what a good goal would be to have to earn a certain amount of income, which is why we're all here, right? To help people and earn an income and be successful. So these are some more things that you can order to get your PV. Now, in order to be an active coach, you need 50 PV, right? Danielle, 50 PV? If you're just at the coach level. Once you go up in rank, you need more PV. So just keep that in mind in the back of your head. So these are some other things. Here you have Beachbody on demand. If you order annual, it's 38, semi 23, and quarterly is 15 PV. Okay, so what do we earn as far as commission goes from these products? If you sell a bag of Shakeology alone, you would get $32. 3-day refresh, $17. I'm not sure you can see this. Depending on if a challenge pack is on sale or not, between $40, $50, depending on which one you sell. Okay, so I'll let you guys take a look as I scroll down just so you have an idea of commission. Now, the beauty of this is if you are focusing on team volume, let's say you're an Emerald coach and you're focusing on team volume and you put these orders through your spouse account, not your account, you're going to get you're going to get team cycle bonuses, right? Because you're an Emerald coach, and I'll talk about how you earn team cycle bonuses in a second. And you're going to get the commission. So it's kind of like you're double dipping, okay? You're going to be earning even more. Okay, so now this is TV. I can share these slides with you guys in both of our team pages so that you can refer back to them. But we also have some really easy images that you can just take a glance at, and you can see what the team volume, personal volume, and commission is for all of these. But I just wanted you guys to check these out so you can get an idea. Okay, so now this is TV. This is team volume. Now, for the quarterly BOD membership, I just want to point something out here. Let's say someone orders a quarterly BOD membership. You might think at first 15 TV is not a lot of TV, but if they're ordering that 4 times a year, that's more than if they order it annually, just 1 time a year. And what I've noticed is, what we're going to share as well, is people are more likely to jump in and get their feet wet with a quarterly BOD membership and try it with a few products, then, you know, some people just don't have the money to go all right in right away. So I've noticed, and Danielle, is we've been sharing the $39 Beachbody membership and getting their feet wet with some of the products, and they're just more likely to go in and try our products. And some people are like, you know what, I want to try Shakeology, other than always doing the $200 or $160 challenge pack, which is still good. But if someone just can't afford it or they're not ready for that, don't forget about this, because this is just as good. And these are the orders that you want to place through your husband's account or a mom's account or that other account that you manage, so that you can earn those team cycle bonuses. So how does it impact our paycheck? I'm going to go into that now. So if you are an Emerald, you can cycle $14 a cycle. Each level is different. For Ruby, it's $16 a cycle, and for Diamond, it's $18. Now, I don't expect you to get this the first time I explain it, because it took me a little bit of understanding it the first time as well. But if you go into your Coach Online office and you click on Team Volume, you can look at your left leg and your right leg, and you can tell how much your team cycle bonus is going to be. Now, if you're not Emerald, or let's say you're inactive, you're not going to be getting that team cycle bonus. You want to make sure that both people are active so that you can bank off of this. And the way that you figure it out is you divide your strong leg, so the right leg total team volume, all the way at the bottom, it says 64,724, right? So you're going to divide that by 200. So 64,000 by 200, because in order to cycle, you need to have 200 on your strong leg. And then you're going to multiply that times whatever rank you are. So this person right here is an Emerald, because you see how it's green. I'm going to pull out my calculator now, and I'm going to tell you how much they would cycle. So it is 64,724 divided by 200. It says 323. Now I'm multiplying that times $14, because at the Emerald rank, it's $14 team cycle bonus. So multiplies by $14 multiplied, and that's $4,530. Now, the sad thing is here that an Emerald coach does cap out at a certain amount a week. So this would be a week. And I believe it's $250. Is that right? I think it's $250. So if you're an Emerald coach and you have all that volume banking on your right leg, it makes sense as well to grow your team so you don't lose out on that. It does cap out at a certain amount. And then $16 and then $18 for diamonds. So you can see how this money is residual income that you guys can be earning overnight. And then there's Ruby. It's basically the same thing. By the way, this is not my volume. Just want to share that. So that's pretty much it. I haven't checked the chat. I forgot to say in the beginning, if you have any questions, there's a chat tool at the bottom you guys can ask, or you can always private message me. Will it cycle down to 0? There is a flush. They do a master flush. I don't know how many years. It's like maybe it hasn't even happened to me yet. But there is a master flush. So it is important to capitalize on that. If you see that volume there and it's all on your right leg and you're an Emerald, you want to start building your weak leg. So Danielle now is going to share some awesome strategies that we have been doing that have been working. And I'm super excited for her to share them with you guys. I'll chime in whenever. So go ahead, take it away.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so I just want to go back real quick and touch upon a couple things Melissa said, all super on point. So Emeralds, guys, it doesn't have to just be your spouse. And I know she said that, but I'm actually in a different position where I put my husband on a really strong leg, and not everybody is set up like this. So that's why you have to really reach out to your upline to ask them where you're placed in the genealogy, because I'm on a strong leg and I put my husband on a strong leg, not really understanding at the time about placement and all of that. But years later, he has benefited from that strong leg by me working his weak leg, right? So I ended up putting my second business center on his weak leg, but it's in my first account. I know it sounds a little complicated. You'll get there and understand that later on, but that's why it's important to reach to your upline so that they can see where you're at. Don't always assume, let me put my spouse on my weak leg. No, because maybe you need to grow your strong leg, or maybe you're on a really strong leg and later on you want him to benefit from that. So there's a lot of different strategies here and ways that you can go about that. So connect with your upline. The second, I am going to be sharing, or I have shared, a Google document of all the products that we have with a complete breakdown, and I'm sure Melissa has it as well, with team volume and personal volume attached to every single order. That is in the files in our team page. I actually have it up now on my home screen, minimized, because I want to always be looking at that when I'm helping someone with their goals and looking at products now, which I didn't before. So we'll get into that. And then kind of like this whole Beachbody on demand thing that Melissa's talking about, I'm going to really dive deep into that and show you the details on how to promote it. Maybe you've seen me promote it. Maybe you've seen other coaches promote it. So I'm going to share an entire Google document on scripts and how to go about this. But think about kind of in this concept, it's like a free group, right? Except you're not wasting your time helping people with basically just free value. You're actually helping people with our tools to kind of buy them in, get their feet wet, and then you're going to help them take off and slowly funnel them into your warm market. So that is the whole concept of this whole Beachbody on Demand, helping people with any products that we have to get them started. So I'm going to screen share. I have a little presentation for you guys. Okay, so I am really diving into upsharing, and I'm really excited to do this because it completely blew my mind and opened my mind as to, okay, I've been a coach for 6 years. I've made a phenomenal income. This business has provided so much freedom. Yes, I thought I had a handle on the income thing and helping people, but I gotta tell you, my mind was only focused on challenge packs. That's it. That's the only way they got to sign up. And, you know, that's it. Oh my gosh, I was so wrong. There's so many other ways to maximize your income. And this is actually a little shift, not a complete shift. And not that there's only one way to do this, but this is the way that I'm going to share with you guys that I'm going about growing income, maximizing it. And I want you guys to open your mind right now to growing your business, right? And maximizing your income, because there's such a huge potential and there's so many ways to do this, but this is just a really simple way. So up sharing, okay, that's the word we're going to use. We're not going to use upselling. What is upselling? It's basically you, you know, adding something onto someone's order and selling them more stuff, right? Maybe it's another product from our catalog. I know for me, when I heard the word upselling, I felt a little icky about it, because I worked in many different salons where the owner would push products that we would have to sell, but I genuinely didn't feel like I wanted to sell them. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to like share something that I was passionate about, that I saw value in. So the word upsell, when I first heard it, kind of made me feel eh. So I want you guys to think of up sharing, okay? So clear your mind about whatever maybe past things, I don't know, past issues you have with the word selling. Think of it like up sharing, just like we share our posts, right, on social media and on stories. We are sharing our life and our story, and in turn, that makes a sale, right? Because someone has an emotional connection to that. So get that out of your head, selling. It is you are genuinely sharing something that is adding value to your life and, you know, to other people. So it is up sharing. So you're sharing more things that you love and you think would be a great fit for their person based off their goals, okay? So we are, for now, going to walk forward and we're gonna up share people. So find the need and find the solution. Our job as a coach is to offer the best for our customer. It's not necessarily the best deal, okay? Did you hear me say that? It's kind of crazy. I never thought I would say that. It's not the best deal, because I think we're so quick to jump, and I know for myself, oh my gosh, the challenge pack is the best deal. But in all reality, we haven't really maybe sat back and listened to what is truly best for their goals, for the customer, right? And you could be prejudging them, thinking they just want the best deal, but if you really take your time to slow down and listen to their goals and ask the right questions, which, you know, I'll share with you guys some, you're gonna find that people want more. I've been going through this the past month and I'm just shocked that people want more, right? We can't just assume they want a deal. You can't just assume that they only want a challenge pack. So don't judge people. Whoops. I had this great example, or I saw this great example somewhere. Just like a server offers you guys dessert or an appetizer, you don't get mad, right? You're like, okay, I'll take a look, right? So I think you got to kind of look at it like that, from that perspective, and you'll see that not everybody just wants a one-size-fits-all, right? We promote, this is for everyone. The same goes for all of our products, all of our packages. Okay, so I know Melissa added or showed you guys like a little cheat sheet like this, and I'm going to share these all together just so you could save them all at once. I like this. This is great for home direct. These are basically our home direct orders right now that are great for everybody, right? As you see, like these are all bundled in challenge packs, but they're also great to upshare and, you know, yes, upsell with people. So if you have not tried some of these, I encourage you after this call to go place an order. Okay, I'm encouraging you to go place an order and take a leap of faith after this call, because you need to be proof of the products, right? I have tried all of these products that you see, so I am very confident in sharing a product to someone, whether it's bars or Daily Sunshine or our cleanse or our ultimate reset or performance line, or, you know, all of this stuff. I can truly meet someone's need. So you have to be proof, make a little investment, maybe every month, buy a new product, test it out, share on social media that you're trying these out. People want to try all of it, right? Not just Shakeology. I know that's great for you, but someone could use our BCAAs. They can use our Energize. They could throw bars in their purse running out the door. So be proof of all of these, okay? Okay, add-ons. I'm going to share these graphics as well. This is what I'm sharing with people. Now, there's two different ways that you can go about sharing. Okay, you can share a graphic with someone, and I'm going to share with you some scripts. So it's up to you and what you feel comfortable with. I personally am getting the hang of it, and I've been, testing it out, and I just like adding some of the products to someone's cart. And, I'll share the script with you, but if you want to maybe share this before, I'll share a script with you also on that. But these are great to share with customers, an easy add-on tool for them. So I skipped a couple. So here's more graphic sheets on more options that we have. It's a breakdown with our quarterly bod, our 6-month bod, our 12 months. Now, there is something Melissa and I even talked about, that when you give people too many options, it could be very overwhelming. So maybe use this cheat sheet as a guide for you to help your customers. Too many options. I know people can get paralyzed thinking, oh gosh, where do I start? So you be the guide for them. That's the important thing, is you get their goals and you really dive with them on the questions I'm going to share. So here are some really simple scripts. The first one I've been using and I love it. You could obviously change it around your, to use your verbiage, but hey friend, I added Energize and our Greens Boost in your cart. I can't live without them. Energize gives me the extra motivation to crush my workout and actually push harder. Our Greens Boost helps me get the extra veggies in, being a busy mom and on the go. I just add it to my Shakeology every morning. Also, it hides veggies for my girls. You can totally remove them, but didn't want you to miss out on some of my favorites. Here's a cheat sheet on some of the other great stuff we have. So here you go. I did both. I added to the cart and I shared a cheat sheet. So it's up to you. The next one, if you want to read that, I think it's just kind of the same thing. And then at the very bottom, I did add that into one of my other scripts. So you can kind of like mix match, and I'll share all of this stuff in a post in our team page, and then I will copy and paste and give it, or I'll just give, I think you have this actually, Melissa. If you don't want it, you can remove it from your cart. It's just like Amazon, but you will want to get it. So as you see, you could kind of like just play it fun, and it's, casual and simple. And then add these to your scripts based off their goals, right? That's why it's really important to hear them out. So you said you need more Energize. That's why I added an Energize to your cart, and I like it because XYZ. You said you don't have the time to fit in snacks and meals because you're busy working. Well, I added in our bars, and they're 100 calories, and I like them because blah, blah, blah. You see where I'm going with this. And have confidence. I think confidence is key and so important to this, because if you feel timid and you're kind of shy with it, people could sense that, have confidence that you love this product. It's added value to your life and you need this. You saw in the scripts, like exclamations, like you have to get this, So that I think is important, just like everything we do here with putting ourselves out there. So ask the right questions. What are your strengths and your weaknesses with fitness and nutrition? That is my go-to question, because I really want to know how I can help them with our fitness, with our nutrition. What have you don't in the past? That is a typo. Sorry for that. What have you done in the past that has worked and not worked? What is your style of fitness? What motivates you? Do you need a plan? All these questions I try to nail down. And honestly, you're going to see that the more you ask questions and you stop talking, people are going to want to blab about themselves, and it's going to be so easy for you to hone in on exactly what they need from us. Okay, ShareACart. If you're not using this, I encourage you to use this. I was a big user of BB links, and I've realized that it's doing a disservice to us when we want to upshare. Right? When we want to bundle more things together, I think BB links is great for videos. So if you want to educate them with a video instead of using YouTube, because YouTube, there's a lot of negative, reviews on everything, just like everything out there, there's negative reviews. So I encourage you to use ShareACart. It's easy, it's professional. I save it. It's saved actually on my home screen on my phone and on my desktop, so I can just easy access it. You put their, well, I'm going to give you a video. I don't want to explain it too much, but I'm giving you a Google document at the end of this on like a how-to practical guide to go do this right now. And I believe in there is an example on how to use ShareACart. and it's also on YouTube as well, but you just enter the people's info and it will send them a link to everything. And you can also add in, I don't think that was in the scripts, but that is in our Google Doc I will go over. So these are some example conversations that with, you know, I think someone is unmuted. I keep hearing something. If you guys can mute yourself. So we've been having tons of success with this the past, I don't know, 2 weeks. Melissa and I are like blown away at what this is doing right now because it's working, and we have to share with you guys what's working. So the first one, an invite script for all those that said no or not right now on my contact list in my tracker. I just went back and I literally sent this probably 100 times to all those that said no. Do you see how easy that script is? That also is in the Google document that we're going to give you guys. Okay, so this first person signed up, okay? Majority of all the people signed up that I've been really diving into, and they answered back. But some people obviously didn't. They're going to ghost you just like other people. Don't take it offense. But I think the people that are ready are going to be like, wow, 39 compared to, you know, 160, right? It's just a great way to get them in. So this person ended up signing up. That was a golden script right there, and I'm going to continue to use it. Upsharing. I upshared with this girl. Let's see if you can see right here. I added a couple things to your cart so you can see it. It's like Amazon. You could take it out and add things. These are all my favorite for getting results. They are samplers to try. So we do have samplers. I don't know if you guys know that we have Shakeology samplers under Beachbody Performance. We have a 10-pack of Energize that you could send, and I also put bars, a box of bars. So I put 3 things. It came out to like $70, I believe, and she got Energize, okay? And as you saw, the team volume on Energize, and then she did the quarterly Beachbody on Demand. That was, I think, more than a challenge pack, guys. It was 63. I wrote it down. I think it was 63 team volume, 63 or 65, I can't remember, but it just shows you right there and then, just from signing someone up with our quarterly bod and getting someone to order some of our sampler stuff that was more team volume, which is going to help me cycle more, right? And it got someone in the door. I made commission as well. I made more money off that person than a challenge pack. Mind blown, okay? So the next one, this was from Melissa. She sent it to me in our thread, and I added it in here. I mean, this person was excited about this. She sent a little graphic to her, and she was interested in getting started with Beachbody On Demand and a 3-day refresh, which is, again, way more team volume than a challenge pack. It's blowing my mind. And listen, I don't want to discount challenge packs. If that is the best deal for your customer and that's what they want, you better sign them up with it, right? But try to upshare them with our other products, because we have so many other amazing products.
And I just want to say, it's a great way, like this strategy is a great way to go back and invite everyone who ghosted you, everyone who told you no and not right now, and say, hey, maybe this is a better option for you. And you'd be surprised how many people would be willing to, go this route instead of with a challenge pack.
I so agree. I spent, an hour just following up with over 100 people. And I mean, I have so many conversations going right now, because I even told Melissa, I really think a lot of people think that this is so expensive, what we have all together, because they've seen the price of Shakeology. They could just go Google it, right? So their assumption is that this is even more than Shakeology, because we're offering a streaming program, we're offering meal plans and recipes, and then we have Energize, and they're probably thinking this whole deal is like $200, right? So I think this is blowing a lot of people's mind that has been watching us, right? And it's just, it's just so amazing in so many ways. So we're having fun with it. We're having success with it. As you see over here, the last one, Lynn, she signed up with a quarterly bod with me. Or no, she did the 14-day trial with me. I added Shakeology sampler pack. And now, as you see, she wants to extend the Beachbody On Demand And I'm going to work her into, as you see down here, I'm going to work her into on the Shakeology. So if you see, it's trailing into way more team volume, like double, triple team volume that you could be making and commission as well. So that's why it's critically important for you to not only get to Emerald, but to run orders through another business center underneath you so that you are double dipping on income. That is how you max income. That's how you have a lot more money in your pocket and you are smart with this business. So I wanted to share some mind-blowing things with you guys. These are shared in our top coach pages. These are coaches.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can I interrupt you before you go into this?
Yes, yes, go.
So one really cool thing, I'm really excited about this, as you can tell, is that when you share that $39 bod, they are not going to be charged for 2 weeks. So when you upshare those things to their shopping cart, you want to keep it less than $50, but they're going to see that Beachbody On Demand is $0 right now, and they're not going to be charged that $40 until 2 weeks from now. And it clearly states that. It's not like you're tricking them or anything. But so they're even spending less money. It's kind of like a payment plan. And on one of those images Danielle shared, I don't know if you guys saw, it even says like payment plan because you're paying a little bit now, and then in 2 weeks you're going to pay for the $39 bod, which is kind of cool. Okay, go. Just want to share that.
Yep. So these numbers were very mind-blowing to us. Stephanie, if you have, and she did the numbers, I'm not too much of a numbers person, but now that I've really been diving into it and learning, I am like, wow, like I could have made so much more, you know? And I think it takes time to really learn this because we're taught a certain way. But there's not only one way, there's several ways. So if you have 2,000 people on annual Beachbody On Demand renewing every year, you get $79,200 in income. This is if we take into account that we get $39.60 commission on every 99 renewal. Now another scenario, if you have 2,000 people renewing on the 3-month bod every year, it's $124,800. This is if we get $15.60 commission on every quarterly renewal. That's a significant difference. So as you see, you do make a lot more money on our quarterly bod. So it's crazy to see that, right? Just get people in with a little bit. We're so programmed to think challenge pack is the only way. I mean, it's a great deal for the customer, yes, but not everyone wants to start with that. So next one, since we've implemented this volume training, I've hit Success Club naturally, free leads ordering or customers selecting something with points attached as their best option. In the last 90 days, I've gotten 23 leads, mostly bought. Now, I want to touch upon that. Obviously, everyone gets a different amount of customer leads depending on your Success Club or whatnot. I don't want to discount, I want to touch upon Success Club. I don't want to discount Success Club. I think it's a great marker in your business, but I don't want you guys to stress Success Club so much, right? If you're going to be helping people with quarterly bots and your focus is team volume, right? Your focus is kind of being taken away from Success Club and taken away from challenge packs, right? So that is not the goal. And I know for so long we've had this mindset that Success Club is the only way to be successful in this business. Obviously it's not. The numbers don't lie. So if you want to go for Success Club, that's up to you. It's okay. Like that, there's nothing wrong with that. But there's also another way where if you want to go for income, this is a great strategy to see, because Success Club, it'll give you income with commission, but it's not going to give you that team volume wealth that you're looking for unless you really have a second business center. Now, Success Club is all recognition. Besides that, it doesn't mean income. So I know you hear Success Club a lot thinking, you know, certain things, and it's a corporate training. We have that, and that's great. If you want to go for it, we're all for that. But we're just sharing with you a different way to look at Success Club. Do you have anything to say on that, Melissa? No? Okay. And of course, we have the trips, guys. I mean, you earn a free trip if you get Success Club, and there's, you can walk on stage and all that great stuff. That's all wonderful. I've done all of that. But after 6 years of being in this business, I am excited about income, right? Like, that gets me fired up more than a trip or more than walking on a stage. This, to me, is financial freedom and wealth, and it just stems from the small little wins. So check out the middle example of coach number 1 and coach number 2. This was, again, like, mind-blowing. As you see, the first coach hit Success Club 10 for several months. This is their commission that they made because it went in that first business center, right? They got a certain amount of team volume. And that you could definitely get burnt out just focusing on the numbers with Success Club and the recognition. They cycled, and you see the numbers there making the commission. Now, obviously, they weren't that great at retention, right? So to me, now making the shift in my mindset to coach number 2, this is solely focused on someone that is rocking Beachbody On Demand. They're really focusing on the team volume. And as you can see, they got no Success Club numbers. The retention obviously has to be great, but I really think Beachbody On Demand quarterly has a great track record because you're easing them into it. I'm always getting renewals in my account for Beachbody On Demand, which means more money in my pocket. And guess what? They started with a low buy-in and they slowly work their way up, right? Either to an annual bod, more products, more upsharing, and that team volume has increased tremendously. So as you see, look at the commissions, in month 16. That's like very eye-opening to me. They never made the recognition boards, which you can if you are focusing on team volume, meaning they didn't make the Success Club recognition board. So there's many different ways to look at this and analyze it and go for it. But the main way that we're sharing with you is how to increase your team volume, how to increase across the board your income. We're not really touching upon recognition too much. Even though Melissa and I are actually going to be recognizing our teams a little bit different. And we're adding in the team volume part. So I have made amazing trackers that Melissa and I have together, put our brains together to do this. And we're giving these to both of our teams. And we want to kind of help you track your personal volume and team volume. And I really think they go hand in hand. And so you're going to see why. Okay. The first one, personal volume. Now, if you are not an Emerald coach, this is pretty much what you're focusing on right now. Put the month, so say June. And for week 1, every time you sell a Beachbody On Demand, or you upshare a product, or you sell a challenge pack, whatever it is, you are writing in your personal volume on that order in that week. Okay, this is a great way to track. And if you see on the right-hand corner at the bottom, it says to have 500 PV personal volume, you could make $125 in commission. Okay, so week 2, you do the same thing. Your goal, your goal should be for at least a month minimum, if you are doing this strategy and upsharing, 500 personal volume. Okay, just on Shakeology alone is 90 personal volume. So you have to think, say you sold 5 of those, right there, you're gonna get 500 personal volume. So if you're not really gonna shoot for Success Club as like a success marker for the month, you need to be tracking your business with personal volume. And I'll get to TV in a minute with how much commission you're gonna make, right? And how much you wanna make, right? What are your goals, right? If you look down here, if you sold 4,000 personal volume, you'd make $1,000 a month. Isn't that exciting? Okay, right here I'm reverse engineering with you. What do you have to do to get that? You have to get people in the door and you gotta upshare them and you have to start helping them with smaller wins that will lead to the bigger wins, which means more commissions, right? So write down your goal. Here are some great examples of what you can help them get started with. And it adds up real fast, guys, okay? Really fast. So I'm gonna give you this. Let's move on to TV. So to me, this is the most exciting part because team volume means wealth. So you can not only make your personal volume and commissions, but you are now making team volume, which is your cycle bonuses. So right here, put 3 wins to 5 wins for the week. Okay, that's a goal to have, right? So week 1, your goal is 3 to 5 team volume wins, right? And that's easy if you are right there. If you look at the bottom examples, that's easy to do with some of our team volume products that are higher in team volume. Like, okay, if you compare Energize to our personal volume to Energize team volume, our team volume is less, right? Because that's based off your cycle bonuses. Yes, you get a heavier commission, but wouldn't you like both? I think that's pretty amazing, right? So right here, you would write Energize, team volume 30. And so your goal is 3 to 5. Now, monthly, I think you should have a goal of a minimum of 500 TV for team volume. So 500 for personal volume and 500 for TV. And you could add it up, obviously, with, you sell one product, put both volumes in each one, because you're making commission here and you're making a cycle bonus here. Okay, so my goal every month, TB, is 1,000 TB a month. That's what I'm shooting for. And as you will get the hang of tracking this, you will start to up your numbers. Now, I don't know exactly how much you could make off of team volume, because it's all relative to what volume you have going on your weak and strong leg. Okay, we know that you can get a ratio of 200 from your strong leg and 100 from your weak leg, and you will cycle one time, right? So if you got 500 team volume on your weak leg, and say you have thousands on your strong leg, you could cycle 5 times, right? Say you are a diamond coach, that's $18 a cycle. So right there, that's, I don't know, $100. So that's $100 extra in your pocket for selling all of these products with PB and then utilizing team volume. If you guys have questions, put them in the chat. Does this kind of make sense to you guys? Yes? Shake your heads. Okay. Melissa, am I explaining this good? Okay.
Yeah, I think you're doing a great job. And I also want to point out too that you might not have a strong and a weak leg. Your legs might be even. And if that's the case, then you need to build, teach your team to do the same exact thing that we're doing. I had a new coach sign up, Amanda. I don't know if she's on this call, and I shared that with her. And she sent 3 ShareACarts out yesterday. Oh, Susie, I think you're not muted. If you can just mute yourself. So she was so excited to help 3 people with a win and get their feet in the door. So make sure you share this with your team as well. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yep, love it. So that's the goal, guys, is to maximize your personal volume, maximize team volume, and stop looking at a Success Club number. Because as you see clearly right here, Success Club, if you're only focusing on a Success Club, that's not focusing on volume and income. This is the goal. This is the meat and the potatoes of the entire business right here. It's focusing on the numbers and where you're putting people, what you're helping them with, and being strategic about your business. Make the shift, just a tiny shift, can completely change your income, right? Look, as you see right there, wouldn't you like $125 a month just for focusing on personal volume, right? My brain is slowly shutting off. I took care of 6 kids today. Okay, so personal success or team success, right? I don't know about you guys. I want both, but majority of what I'm going for is team success. Because if I forgot to add this in, if I go for team success, team volume, it's not just me that wins. Because if I put an order in my main account that has a lot of team volume, my coach is getting that. Nobody else is getting that. If I put a team volume order in an account below me, everybody around that account is going to feel that, and that's going to be part of their check. So imagine the impact that we can make as a team together, putting orders below us into a spouse account, a mom account. That's team volume below you. So really everybody wins. Everybody's getting that volume. Okay, so stop stressing points and focus on people. I noticed for myself a while in my business that when I stopped focusing on the numbers and really focused on truly helping people, my income did grow. My business did grow. I sometimes have gotten just focused on numbers, right? Because that's all that we see is Success Club and, you know, recognition. It's easy to fall into that, but we need to remember why we're here, to help our families, right? To get ahead. And this can really help you guys do that. I really believe this can help you get faster wins, help you to move forward a lot faster and help more people. Start focusing on someone getting started with anything we have that is right for their goals with upsharing. Think long-term, more money with getting to emeralds plus team volume. Focus on team volume, which will build wealth. Focusing only on personal volume, which is just say an order in your main account when you're in emeralds, you should be putting that in an account below you, hands down. It's only going to bring commission and recognition. All orders go through family account and a weak leg to cycle more with high TV products or what is good for the customer. Track your volume with our trackers. You decide either if you're going for personal growth or team growth. Okay, so really quick, I hope that has helped you guys. You have to stop sharing this now to share the next one. I feel like I'm all over the place with all of our info. Okay, so real quick, I just want to share this, and my screen is a disaster too. This Google document. Okay, so here you go, guys. This is basically the goals of what we've been doing. Love your bod invitation guide. So here's an example on a post, how to put it out there. I really like this. I kind of shared this on my personal page. I shared it in my stories. I got a great response out of it, and I wrote down everybody who liked, commented, and saw my story. Like, I built such a big contact list just off this one post. I did this post, as you saw. Melissa and I both did this post. Brooke did, and she ended up getting, I think, like 200 comments on it. I actually reached out to her, and she said majority of them signed up. Pretty blown away at that. And you could take that post, change it around, make it your own, use a great transformation of yourself. Don't just post it out there. I really think we need to show people that this is working for us, some type of progress, how you feel. Let's see the next one. And basically this is a script that you would send for anybody that's commented. You're going to educate them, send a third-party tool, get them excited. You're going to use the ShareACart. It says exactly what to do. Here's a training on the ShareACart. And it kind of steps you through exactly what to say. Here is more invites, kind of like the one I shared with you. Just kind of that cold invite. Not really cold, but it's an invite to someone that said no or not right now. Here's another example after they finish the enrollments. Here's more things that you could send them, more follow-ups. But as you guys see, this is, I think, going to be great for our entire team to really focus on maximizing your income, getting people in the door with anything that we have just to get their feet wet. We're going to give you that entire Google document. I'll go post that in our team page. And did you guys have any questions? Let me look in the chat. Why do you need 500 PV? Okay, so you want to have some, I don't know if this is answering your question the right way, but correct me if I'm wrong, Desiree. So you want to have that as some type of goal. You need a goal every month. If you're not shooting for a Success Club and you're going for income, you have to have a goal. And that is a great goal to have because I really think it does kind of equivalent to Success Club because that is the commission of getting 3 challenge packs. I think it was $125, right? So that's a great goal to have for the month is at least 500 personal volume. Equivalent. Said that wrong. Let me see. Have you gotten any pushback on the shipping costs? Right. So that's why you want to bundle everything up together because if you obviously do it separate, it can be a lot. So I think you answered that. Now, if it comes up to be a lot, depending what they order, you can say, hey, you know, I noticed the shipping is a lot. I'll give you a little cash back if you want to. That's entirely up to you. But I don't think it adds up to that much more. Yes, hands down, absolutely, Alyssa, yes. Run them through your spouse account. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. My plan and my goal is to continue to get Success Club naturally and organically. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not stressing it anymore because my goal is solely focused on the trackers and tracking my team volume. Questions about a product or the workouts, where is the best place? Erica. So I educate people with BB Links videos. I don't send YouTube videos because there's a lot of negative reviews on everything on YouTube, and it could just lead them down like a rabbit hole. And so I just want to send people third-party tools from BB Links. So I'll go and I'll press videos at the bottom, and I will search, say, Morning Meltdown 100 and send them to the video to that, and then I'll send like a Shakeology video, you know, depending on their goals, obviously, not always. I really just want to like baby step them into it. And then maybe after sharing a video on a workout, you can then offer Beachbody on demand, and then you could upshare. It could just go and intertwine in many different ways. These are great questions, guys. Did you want to add anything, Melissa?
No, that's it. I mean, I think you did an awesome job at covering it all. I'm really excited about going this route. I've only been doing it now for like, I don't know, 2 days, honestly. And so many people have shown interest. To be mindset, like I've done a ShareACart for Beachbody on demand, and I upshared with the 3-day refresh, like Danielle showed. So there's just so many ways to go about it. And if they want to go the challenge pack route, that's okay too. It's just, I don't feel like I'm pushing the challenge pack and the challenge pack only. And when you're driving this through your spouse account or that second CBC, you're really creating a business. You know, it's not just a storefront where you're commission based. You're creating that business underneath you that someone explained it like building a deck of cards. You know, it's not just going to all blow away if you're not selling something every month. You're going to have that business and volume underneath you, which is really what you want.
That's why we're here, guys. That's why we're building this freedom, right? The residual income. And so that's you stepping away from this and you still having some income coming in. And, you know, you do want to work them to become a coach eventually to get a discount, right? But as they continue to place their orders, they're still going to be getting team volume. You're still going to be getting team volume. So it's not just a one-time thing. You're going to be working so much harder just off commission and personal volume, but imagine having both, right? So I wanted to share the success too. I forgot. I so far have sold 5 Beachbody on demands, okay? And I've shared an Energize, I've shared a Shakeology sampler, another Shakeology sampler, and an Energize 10-pack. Okay, right there alone is like triple what I would make as far as team volume compared to challenge packs. And I didn't sell any challenge packs. I'm at no Success Club right now. And I'm making way more in team volume just based off those 5 orders, okay? So that's another example for you right there. So that's my focus. And it's working. We're winning at this. And everybody's winning. Guess what? You guys are all getting that team volume, right? That are under my second business center. So everybody wins, right? So that's all we got for you. One more question. Have you gotten any pushback? Oh no, that was the one we already heard.
You want to take a picture?
Yes, let's take a picture.